Ahoy there, it's the Metal. Just walking around like normal. That's what I do. And I had been struggling for, I don't know, the last 5 minutes thinking about what to talk about, because I kind of need to record a video. I have the ability to. I used to do this all the time. It used to be a lot easier for me to figure out what to talk about because I used to do this all the time. There's so many things to talk about, so little time. And time is, I don't know, of the essence. Don't question me. So I guess without any good idea, I could just update on my plans of what I want to do in the near future. Which pretty much all my plans are regarding X Dynamis Chaos. I'm still planning on dubbing the first chapter, but I'm waiting on the voice of the succubus to get back to me. I don't know how long that's going to take. I don't know when I can even start editing this. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to edit myself. I'm probably going to have to dump that in somebody else's hands. I'll figure out who that should be. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll contact Inobria. We've worked quite a bit together in the past. I don't know. I might need to find a way to compensate him. Maybe just giving him full creative freedom on the project might be enough, but compensation is a good thing. Should always assume compensation is necessary, and then just be happy if it's not. But yeah, that is still down the pipeline. I would like to have dubs of the comics. Because it's taking so long on the succubus, I might just get some voices to do the short lines for the Pop Rocks little short that I did and have that dubbed sooner. That might be easier. Oh, excuse me. But speaking of the Pop Rocks, I think that is the plan of what I want to go with. So I'm still making the webcomic. It's been slow. I haven't uploaded in almost 2 weeks, I think, maybe more. I don't know. It's been stalled. It's been a busy couple weeks. Especially yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah. It was so busy. No, it was the day before that. Yesterday wasn't too busy. I was fine yesterday. I even got some penciling done. But the day before that was the one that was busy because from the second I was up, I was out of the house and running around doing things. And then it was a D&D night and so on and so forth. It was a crazy day. And there's just been a lot of stuff going on stalling it. Part of it's my fault too. I keep letting people push it off because I have to draw that van. And I'm going to have to draw some like militarized Jeeps and stuff like that. I hate drawing vehicles. I've probably said this 1,000 times. I absolutely hate drawing vehicles, but I have to. You're like, you don't have to, you wrote the story. It's like, yeah, but I already wrote the story long before I decided to turn into a comic. I originally wanted to turn into a comic, but that wasn't going anywhere the first time, so I wrote everything as pulps, and that's why the story ended up the way that it did. I might just make a PDF so people can read how awful the old version of the story was. It's not too awful, it's just, it doesn't line up is the main thing. And I had some things that are still good, it just doesn't work as well as what I've decided to change them with in there. So it probably seems more awful to me than it would be to other people. But I have to draw vehicles, and I hate drawing vehicles. But after I finish this next page, which I should definitely have most of it done today. If it's not up today, it'll probably be up tomorrow. Because I do still have to color it after that. Honestly, the coloring, because I'm doing the coloring digitally, and the lettering, once I get to that stage, I knock it out. And I'm usually a pretty fast artist. It's just, God, I get in my own head. And then bad things happen. But after I finish this page, I'm going to probably frame up the next page and then start working on the other pop rock short. So the plan for that will be to have both of those in like a single floppy. I'll probably do print on demand, just because all this stuff is free on the site anyway, so really the printing only exists for people who want a physical copy of the stuff that I make and want to support. I think the physical version of Chapter 5 should be coming out soon. It's already waiting for Comixology to finish the guided view. I hate how freaking long it takes to get anything up on Comixology. It's, I understand. A lot of submissions. Most of them are mainstream, so I should be happy that I'm even on the site. I have been making sales on it. I actually just got a direct deposit, was it yesterday or the day before that? So that's cool. I like that people are buying it. It's a convenient way to read. But you know, it takes like a month and a half, anywhere between a month and a half to get accepted. Luckily, I haven't been denied yet for any reason. Probably because my comics are rated appropriately and are fairly tame anyway. I will be including internal drama, but I keep real world drama out of my stories. For the most part. That's probably why I've never been denied. Man, I'm tired. And then it takes like another month to a month and a half for them to finish the guided view. And it's like, oh, well, I'm already almost done with the next chapter by the time it even ends up being ready, and I have time for that to be submitted and repeat the whole process. It's But yeah, so, man, there's people screaming. So I want to get those shorts done. And then after that, most of the reason for the shorts is just drawing practice, so I can get used to drawing these characters. And I've already actually got pretty much an entire graphic novel written. I just have to draw it for the Pop Rocks. And it's actually going to be their kind of like, you know, like the origin story. It's the start. Which I've explained too, like what this is several times. But for those who are new and just listening, the story is about two girls. They have a garage band. They're sisters. And it blows up on the internet overnight. And the younger sister is hyper-productive and starts using her wit and charm to pull in all the best venues and tour dates. And it's kind of ticking the major industry off, like the actual music industry. So they start sending talent, parodies of the talent, to go out and, you know, kill them off. It's a ridiculous premise, I know, but it works within the world that I'm building of X Dynamis Chaos, so, you know, who doesn't love ridiculous premises? It's like, one of the things that inspired me for this story was Scott Pilgrim, which is a ridiculous premise, so it's kind of got some inspiration there, some inspiration from, I don't know if you've ever seen the Hi Puffy Yami Yumi show. It ran for a really short time on Cartoon Network. Main characters are kind of like them too. And also like other various things, Josie and the Pussycats, a bunch of Hanna-Barbera, Deke cartoons and stuff like that. And a lot of influences from all over the place because I watched a lot of stuff as a kid. It's going to be done very cartoony. The graphic novel I plan to do black and white. So it'll be pumped out super fast. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'll probably actually run a campaign for that because it'll be needing a proper print run. But I think that's the plan. That's what I'm going to be working on after that. And I'll still be trying to work on the webcomic at the same time. Yeah. It'll be fun. I'll try to post some updates while I'm doing it, but that's the plan at the moment. That's the story I really want to be working on. Not that I don't want to be working on the webcomic, it's just the other story is just far more exciting and interesting, and I love drawing cartoons. I probably sound like a broken record by that for people who actually do watch this and follow along, but cartoons are fun. Like just draw cartoony stuff. If you're not somebody who draws, if you should learn fundamentals, it helps with cartoony stuff. But if like you've always been intimidated at drawing, just find your favorite cartoon characters that you had as a kid, the most simple ones, and just grab 5 or 6 poses and draw those 5 or 6 poses like 50 to 100 times each. And once you're comfortable with that, move to some other ones. And you're like, 50 to 100 times each? It sounds like a lot. It's like, no. Because once you get it down a few times, you can knock those poses out in like seconds, honestly, for some of these characters. I can draw characters like Felix the Cat, Super Mario, Mickey Mouse, a lot of different things like in those general fields, just characters I've drew 100 times as a kid by memory without even really thinking about it. My hand just goes to work. And I'm somebody who does have a traditional drawing background. I can do really good things when I sit down and actually spend the time on it. But I've always preferred cartoons, even as a kid. Sitting there drawing vases and shit. And I'm just like, nah, after this, I'm going to go draw Mario right out of the booklet. Maybe some Pokemon. Okay, yeah, you know what? 11 minutes. I've been rambling too much. Maybe I'll have something more interesting to talk about next time, but I will keep people updated on that process and how long it takes me to start. But I do really want to actually get to the story portion of the Pop Rocks. It's fun and entertaining, and it needs to be done in graphic novel form because I don't think any of the chapters are independently interesting enough to be put out on their own. Not that there's not an interesting story. You'll be wrapped up the whole time that you're reading it, but it's not like the chapters have their own concise plot from beginning to end. They feed into each other, and there's 5 chapters per book the way I have it planned. So they kind of need to all be read at once. I can't just put out like, oh, well, here's the 20 pages for chapter 1. It's interesting, but no action or anything happened during it, so I don't know if I'm gonna pick up the next one as a reader. Oh. So yeah, I'll let you know. I need to turn this off. Bye.